Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take from Rosie's Corner. Hey, stop by and get some of their other things that you might not know about. Yeah, the pizza, the wings, the fish Friday tomorrow, coming off the comfort food the last 3 days as well. But what about those delicious Lunas with the pepperoni inside? One of the best things on the menu is the Lunas here at Rosie's Corner, plus the meatball bombers, the chicken parm, you name it, it's all here at Rosie's Corner, Route 11 in Brewerton, in front of the Brewerton Bridge. Make sure you pop by all day long for the mac and cheese. You can get the unbelievable Gold Fever wings and garlic parm wings as well. Pizza wing combos available all day today. Hot and cold subs and fish Friday coming up tomorrow with your coleslaw french fries and your mac and cheese. All right, it is easy to get excited tonight about the Sabres. Of course, a lot of Buffalo sports now going on at the same time. I'm wearing my Sabres cap for tonight. Go Sabres, go Swords. Hopefully they destroy the Rangers. And we're getting ready, though, for Sunday, and that's where I'm going here with the preview. Pretty cool, to have a couple of games here within a few days for Buffalo sports. I love this time of year when they're both getting going. Bills hosting the Giants here in an absolute must-win situation. I mean, you're playing a very, very bad football team right now, and you're coming off of that dud in London against Jacksonville in a game there where I thought that the offense, they tried to, I know that they need more of a ground game, but you can't force the ground game also when it's not there, right? Jacksonville was stacking everybody in the box. Smart by them. They played good defense. They don't have an elite defense, but they have a couple of dudes here and there. Trayvon Walker, Josh Allen. You've obviously got Andre Cisco, our guy from Syracuse, in the backfield of the defensive backs and all the rest. A safety who makes plays, a great tackler. They have dudes. They just don't have an overall complete elite defense. Think 49ers, Jets, etc. But they have a couple of big guys. So to me, why force the run there? I think you have to keep throwing it with Diggs and company. I know that Cook had a drop and Davis had a drop and Knox had a drop early, but you can't just try to force James Cook into these behemoth great defensive players to me. And I think that the Bills will get more of a ground game going this week against the New York Football Giants because the defensive line is very, very weak. I think that they'll try to get a little bit of the balance there early, get Allen throwing it to Diggs. That seems to be the big shocking key to the offense early is to just throw it to him and open things up. My main concern here with the offense isn't that the ground game hasn't been there consistently. It's that I'm trying to figure out what Ken Dorsey is doing with Dawson Knox, who's a $14 million tight end. Do they have him on the roster because he's really good buddies with Josh Allen? Do they have him on the roster because he's an elite blocker? I mean, for God's sakes, throw him the effing ball already. $14 million a year. Now, I know he has those key drops and all the rest, but if you're worried about the drops, and why did you sign him in the first place? They've got to get him involved. And also, Dalton Kincaid, we heard about this dude in the preseason at Fisher. He's going to be another X factor. You can line him up side on one end and Knox on the other. Where is Dalton Kincaid? Where is this 6'5", 255-pound specimen who can apparently stretch the field, and you can put him out in the slot, and he's a good enough blocker to do some different things as well. Where is Dalton Kincaid? And I've heard a lot of people about, well, eventually we'll see him. Well, when? It's mid-October here, folks. I mean, we played 5 games into this season. It's not week 1 anymore. Let's figure this thing out. We're a quarter of the way through the season. The Bills have already played a couple of really good competitive teams. The Bills are 3-2, which is one loss more than I thought that they would have at this particular juncture. Where is Dalton Kincaid? Where is Dawson Knox, man? Where are all these formations that we heard about from Brandon Beane, Ken Dorsey, and Sean McDermott in the preseason? If you're not going to use these guys, then why have them? So I need to see some of these guys eventually. What about the red zone? Where are they in the red zone? To me, these two guys would be great to use in the red zone. We've seen Dawson Knox, yes, drop the ball quite a bit, but make amazing plays in the red zone. Where are they? Let's see that get going. Of course, Saquon Barkley is questionable in this game. And on the Giants side of things, in addition to that, Daniel Jones, it looked like he was probably going to play with a neck problem. He got hurt last week. Now it looks like he's not going to play. Reports from many New York media platforms yesterday indicating that Daniel Jones probably isn't going to go on Sunday. It's going to take kind of a minor miracle to get him out on the field. What does that mean? Tyrod Taylor, as we know him as Bills fans, Tyrod Taylor. He changed it to Tyrod. Call him whatever you want. T squared, Tyrod, Tyrod. I don't care. All I know is this guy is going to be forever remembered in Buffalo Bills lore for being the quarterback who broke the drought. 17 years of not making the postseason. Tyrod Taylor was our quarterback, and I was so happy when that day happened. Of course, we had the amazing Andy Dalton play that scored the touchdown for the Bengals, and the Bills were in the locker room waiting, hoping, wishing, praying that something would happen. And sure enough, it did. Kyle Williams embraces Sean McDermott. That was an epic moment in Bills history, of course. But the QB, Tyrod Taylor, he's handled everything with class his entire career. Remember when the Chargers, helped puncture the lung there? The Bills continuing to stream along and all the rest, benching him a couple of times. He goes all over the place. He's been a football nomad, the Virginia Tech product. All he's done is handle everything with class. So when he runs out onto that football field, you Bills fans in Orchard Park, Sunday Night Football with Collinsworth and Mike Tirico, you better cheer him loud. You better stand up and go crazy, because that guy was a huge part of Bills history, no doubt. I'm going to pick the Bills in this game. I'm going to go 31-13 at home. I think it's a balance of offense, throwing it and running it. I think Allen has as close to a flawless game as humanly possible. Stephon Diggs, another 100-yard game for me. Gabe Davis, another 100-yard game for me. I think the Bills get it going with about 140 to 60 yards combined offensive running, between Allen, Damian Harris, Latavius Murray, James Cook, those kinds of guys. Look for Hardy, look for Sherfield on the short end as well, and a rollout. Get Josh Allen doing his thing. Two things. Number one, go look at the Pro Football Focus stats when Josh Allen is on play action. He is impossible to stop. Play action, let him bounce, let him survey, let that 6'5", 240-pound frame go to work. Also, I love the rollout plays, the designed, delayed rollout. Fake one way to a running back, come back out, let him sit and look at the entire field. That was a staple under the Brian Daboll offense. We need to see more of it in the Ken Dorsey offense. I'm going to go 31-13. Bills get it done. Sunday Night Football against a ravaged Giants team. Terrible team psychologically. Look, mentally, physically, this team is down. Brian Daboll does have an idea of how to attack a Sean McDermott defense, but I think the Bills are going to be too much. At home, playing a backup quarterback, hungry to try and win a game after the dud in London against Jacksonville. And now we're going to see the Bills here, right? We got to see them stack wins, get on the trajectory here with some of these games upcoming to try and take control of the AFC East from the high-flying, electric, offensive-minded Miami Dolphins. 31-13, Bills get it done Sunday night in Orchard Park over the New York Football Giants. Joe Shane back into town along with Brian Daboll. Hey, get on down here to Rosie's Corner. I've got the menu right here in my hand. Terrific stuff, of course. Pizza, wings, pasta, hot and cold subs, and more. Fish Friday is tomorrow. Pick up all of it. And hey, you can pick up your Gold Fever sauce as well to go and make your wings at home and try the Gold Fever. Try the amazing grilled chicken sandwich, the garlic parm sandwich along with the meatball bomber. How about a baked ziti, lasagna, stuffed shells, the fried chicken piece, of course, with your French fries. It's all here at Rosie's Corner. Garlic parm wings are to die for as well. Get on down here, Route 11 in front of the Brewerton Bridge if you are in and around Central New York. Thanks to Jody, Jason, and the crew for having me down. And as I always tell you, enjoy the games.